now, protesting continues today after the U.S. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. Many left wondering what is coming next. Plus, we hope to learn more tonight after the remains of a Sauk County boater were found just 1 year after he disappeared in the Wisconsin River. And how a local organization is helping kids in Dane County build friendships and learn much more about the important life lessons throughout baseball. That's all coming up at 5:30. Well, we're going to start with some breaking news tonight. Right now, crews are on the scene of a fire at Arlington Agriculture Research Station. Columbia County officials said multiple crews were sent to the station. You're looking at a live picture there right now. It is unclear when the fire started or how large it is. The station is a 2,000-acre research farm, which is affiliated with UW-Madison. For more info, look up our story on channel3000.com. Investigators are back out searching the Wisconsin River tonight after the remains of a missing Sauk County boater were found yesterday afternoon. 22-year-old Parker Cruz went missing while boating in the Wisconsin River last July. Cruz was thrown overboard after a boat collision. His family says that he was wearing a life jacket at the time, but in his haste to help other boaters, Cruz's jacket was not properly fastened. Yesterday afternoon, Grant County deputies received a call from a group of people that were canoeing in this river, saying that they believed that they had found Cruz's remains. Those remains were transported back to shore where Cruz's family members identified them as Parker. A new CBS News poll finds most Americans disapprove of the Supreme Court's ruling on Roe. Protesting continues across the country today as states clarify their abortion laws in a new post-Roe world. Serena Marshall reports from Washington.
Protesters were back on the streets Sunday in cities around the country. More than 50 demonstrations have taken place just this weekend.
We're out here and we're not going to stop, and we're not going away now, and we're not going away for as long as it takes to restore our freedoms.
A new CBS News poll finds 59% of Americans disapprove of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Among women, 2/3 disapprove, and more than 3 to 1 think the ruling will make their lives worse than better. 13 states already have laws that ban abortion almost immediately, and another 13 are likely to restrict access or enact bans soon. Abortion is temporarily legal in Michigan because last month a judge suspended a 1931 law that criminalizes the procedure. Michigan's governor is urging her state's Supreme Court to settle the issue now.
We are using every tool we have to fight for reproductive rights for Michigan women and Ohio women and Indiana women who come to Michigan for their health care.
Well, in South Dakota, their governor is pledging to bar mail-order abortion pills, despite the U.S. Attorney General's statement that states cannot block access to the medication.
Are you saying the state of South Dakota is now going to overrule the FDA and decide which drugs are going to be available to its residents?
And many of those decisions are made at the state level. They absolutely are. That's what states do.
Will you stop, if it's sent in mail, will you intercede and stop it from being received?
There's certain protections that are guarded under the Constitution of the United States. The rest of these items are left to the states.
Some protesters now fear with the repeal of abortion rights that it may just be the first step for this conservative majority court. Justice Clarence Thomas, in a concurring opinion with Friday's decision, suggested gay marriage and other rights should also be examined.
Once we compromise any type of human rights, that's not going to be the last of the rights that are up for in danger.
Pride parades also took place around the country Sunday. In New York City, Planned Parenthood led the march. Serena Marshall, CBS News, Washington.
The governor says that women who seek out abortion pills should not be prosecuted, but the doctors who prescribe them should be. An off-duty officer who was running as a Republican for Rhode Island State Senate is accused of punching a political rival in the face at an abortion rights rally. We want to warn you that some of this video might be disturbing. This image appears to show Jean Lugo punching Democratic State Senate candidate Jennifer Rourke. 35-year-old Lugo has been placed on administrative leave. Afterwards, he announced that he would be stepping down from the state Senate race. Lugo has been arrested on assault charges and will appear in court on July 8th. One of the 13 states with trigger laws that banned abortions after the Supreme Court's ruling is already being sued. Planned Parenthood is suing Utah's governor and attorney general on grounds that the state's abortion ban violates the state constitution. Utah adopted the trigger law in 2020, referring to it as the criminal abortion ban. Performing an abortion in Utah is now considered to be a second-degree felony, punishable by up to 15 years in jail. Planned Parenthood says the law discriminates against women and violates multiple civil liberties guaranteed by Utah's Constitution. And we know this is a ton of information all at once, so if you do have any questions or are looking for more content, make sure to head to our website, channel3000.com. There you're going to find a special section for our homepage. All right, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. And Gary, it's pretty beautiful out there.
It is very nice. It's a little breezy, but those breezy winds have brought in drier air and really have made it feel pretty comfortable. Visible cloud track shows lots of sunshine across southern Wisconsin. Just a few fair weather cumulus clouds here. A little more cloud cover in the northern part of the state where there have been a few light showers, mainly north of Rhinelander up toward Eagle River and Minocqua. But right now, the rest of the state dry. And low temperatures this morning, you can tell where the drier air arrived first because temperatures dropped into the 50s north and west of Madison, while we were still in the lower 60s here, and Milwaukee and Kenosha were close to 70 degrees for overnight low temperatures. But afternoon high temperatures so far in the middle 70s, a little warmer out to the east, a little cooler to the north and west, and right now temperatures are still in the low to mid 70s through much of southern Wisconsin, although Janesville still at 79. Look at those dew point temperatures in the 40s. So temperatures will turn cooler tonight. Look for a low of about 53 with clear skies. Tomorrow should be sunny and very mild with a high temperature of 77. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes warmer weather and maybe a couple of chances for rain in the upcoming week.
All right, thanks so much, Gary. The state Democratic Party convention wrapped up this morning in La Crosse, where candidates for U.S. Senate made their pitch to take on Ron Johnson this fall. Political reporter Will Keneally was there and has much more.
Here in La Crosse, Ron Johnson is a key target for Democrats, and that was clear this morning. And political experts say it's still an open race. Mandela Barnes and Alex Lazary were statistically tied in the Marquette Law School poll that came out this week, with Sarah Godlewski and Tom Nelson rounding out the top four. The speeches came 2 days after the pivotal Supreme Court decision on abortion, which was still top of mind.
And I will tell you, I had a speech all planned out, but, you know, Roe happened. And it's one of the reasons why I'm running for the U.S. Senate, because I'm sick of this body treating our reproductive freedom like it's some sort of extra credit project.
And candidates also used the opportunity to share why they are best suited to take on Johnson in the fall.
I've been elected 6 times in a Trump county. I live in Ron Johnson's backyard. His Fox Valley voters are my voters.
And to tout their record.
When we set out to build not just a basketball arena, but a jobs program that gave opportunities for minority-owned and women-owned businesses while paying $15 minimum wage with the union, we delivered.
And to share their vision for the future.
We have an opportunity right now to rebuild the middle class, to give everyone in this country a fair shot at the American dream.
Unlike Republicans, Democrats don't endorse candidates in their conventions. But a straw poll conducted by WISCPolitics.com shows Barnes and Godlewski coming out ahead with convention goers. And while this isn't the voters at large, this can show where party insiders are thinking, which can be a powerful force for candidates heading into August. Reporting from La Crosse, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Those Democratic candidates will face off each other in the August 9th primary. In-person visits are once again an option at the Dane County Jail. COVID-19 restrictions halted in-person visits in March of 2020. Since then, jail residents engaged in video visits with their family and their friends. Remote visits are still an option, and in-person visits must be scheduled by the visitor in advance. President Joe Biden is in Germany right now for the G7 summit, and today announced a new global infrastructure program. The plan is worth $200 billion, which will be used to build roads, railways, and ports to develop the developing world. The president added that collectively, the G7 aims to mobilize nearly $600 billion for the initiative by 2027.
I want to be clear. This isn't aid or charity. It's an investment that will deliver returns for everyone, including the American people and the people of all our nations. It'll boost all of our economies. It's a chance for us to share our positive vision for the future.
This money will be spent over the next 5 years and is a mix of grants, federal dollars, and private sector investments. Also today, both President Biden and British Prime Minister Boris Johnson formally announced G7 countries are banning the import of Russian gold, the country's second largest export. Meanwhile, explosions rocked Ukraine's capital city earlier in Kyiv today. Russian missiles hit several residential buildings and a kindergarten. Ukrainian officials say the airstrikes may be a possible message from Russia's president to those G7 leaders. Despite that, Johnson is urging the U.S. to keep the pressure on Putin.
Thing that America historically does and has to do, and that is to step up for peace and freedom and democracy. And if we let Putin get away with it and just annex, conquer sizable parts of a free, independent, sovereign country, then the consequences for the world are absolutely catastrophic.
Later this week, Biden will also be attending a NATO summit, which is expected to address the war in Ukraine, including a virtual appearance by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Crowds gathered outside the site of a shooting in Norway on Saturday to drop cards, flowers, and create memorials for the victims. A gunman opened fire in the nightlife district early Saturday, killing 2 people and leaving more than 20 wounded in what Norwegian Secretary Services is calling a terrorist attack. Norway's Crown Prince, Crown Princess, and Prime Minister visited the site of the London pub on Saturday to pay their respects to the victims. According to authorities, the suspect was arrested. He has been identified as a 42-year-old Norwegian citizen, originally from Iran, who had a history of violence and threats. Next at 5:30, how local families are welcoming refugees who have recently moved to the Madison area. Their story when we return.
Inflation is a tax hitting Wisconsin families and businesses, especially at the pump. But the Biden administration cut American energy production.
These are their policies. They want to drive up the price of fossil fuel. They want to drive up the price of energy. So apparently we use less of it.
Senator Ron Johnson is fighting to restore American energy independence. Johnson helped write legislation to finish the Keystone Pipeline, expand U.S. oil production, and promote natural gas. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting for American energy independence.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Out here, we know a thing or two about beef. Hy-Vee knows beef too. Only 6 out of 100 cattle are even good enough to bear the Hy-Vee brand. Only 6 out of 100. Quality like that is hard to find. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
$5,000 a year. That's the burden of Joe Biden's inflation tax on Wisconsin families. They can't afford it. From the grocery store to the gas station, we're all paying the price for Biden's massive deficit spending. Ron Johnson has the courage to say no to spending that is mortgaging our children's future. And his small business tax cuts help them compete and survive the pandemic.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
Welcome back. Today at Olin Park in Madison, Open Doors for Refugees held their annual community celebration picnic. It was a day for both refugee families and Madison locals to be together. With games, music, entertainment, and international potluck lunches, today's event was all about making refugees' families feel home here. Open Doors for Refugees is an all-volunteer organization. Volunteers from other groups working to help smooth the transition from the war-torn countries were also in attendance. The organization's founder told us why this event is so important.
It's important to feel welcomed, to know that there is a community here that is supportive of people coming from other parts of the world and coming here facing some really, significant challenges.
We also caught up with refugee families themselves about today's event and how it made them feel welcomed in Madison. One man shared his experience about coming to this city and how this event made him feel included here today. You're going to hear from him tonight at 10. Up next, a local organization is helping kids build friendships and learn some important life lessons through baseball. And Gary's got your latest forecast right after the break.
Concerts on the Square comes home to the Capitol Square Wednesday, June 29th. Enjoy a performance by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra with family and friends at this totally free event starting at 7 p.m. Learn more at wcoconcerts.org.
This summer, if you're in the market for a high-quality, affordable windows that add instant curb appeal, call the company your neighbors trust. Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Our high-performance windows feature sky mirror technology and layers of low E to help save energy dollars. Now's the time to act during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of new windows for your home, 60 months zero interest, senior military discounts, and a $60 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate, plus a bonus. Call during this program and receive $250 in Mad City cash towards your future home improvements. From Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. Here's that number again, 608-338-1616.
Made in America. It used to mean something here, but it doesn't seem to mean much to Ron Johnson. Senator Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for corporations that ship American jobs overseas. Worse, when his corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, Johnson defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin.
Senator Johnson, stop going easy on China and making it tougher on us.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
Qualified lessees can sign and drive this Equinox for around $340 a month. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees are extra. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
It's a great day to play some baseball, and there was a really important ball game taking place over at Elver Field today as the Black Men Coalition of Dane County kicked off their Little League season this afternoon. The coalition says between travel, league fees, equipment, and uniform expenses, it can be really difficult for low-income and working families to participate in youth sports. The league's hope is to bridge that gap and remove those barriers with this new opportunity.
When you have your name on the back of a jersey, it really does something to the kid, right? It makes them want to play the best that they can play. It makes them not want to miss a game. It makes them not want to miss a practice. It makes them want to learn everything they could possibly learn, and it just builds a person.
The percentage of black players on MLB rosters has been plummeting since 1995, when the percentage was an all-time high then at 19% compared to just 7% this year. Over 200 kids from the Madison area are signed up to play this summer. All right, Gary, it looked like a pretty darn good day to be out there.
Oh, I wish I could have joined him, Brett.
I know.
Yeah, lots of sunshine, comfortable temperatures, beautiful day for baseball or anything else outside. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We got another winter on the way for tomorrow with lots of sunshine and high temperatures in the upper 70s. Tuesday, we're back into the 80s, but there will be some scattered showers and thunderstorm chances Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening, and then again Thursday night. But other than that, we're looking for dry weather for the rest of the weekend through the 4th of July weekend. On Doppler track, there have been a few light showers up in northern Wisconsin from, say around Florence back toward Rhinelander and up toward Minocqua and the area around, say, Ashland and Lake Superior. But temperatures this morning were in the 50s, mainly to our north and west. That shows the air is drying out, whereas Madison was still in the 60s to the south and west with the muggy conditions. Temperatures were still around 70 degrees for overnight low temperatures. But afternoon high temperatures were very comfortable, mainly mid to upper 70s through most of the upper Midwest. And you can see how the dew point temperatures have dropped, allowing those temperatures to cool off at night, but still stay fairly warm during the day. So right now our dew point's at 50. We were about around 70 at this time yesterday, so that's a big change. The 70-degree plus dew points down toward the Ohio River and moving away, and notice the air has really dried out across much of the Midwest, so that means that we'll see relatively nice weather, and even when we have weather systems generating precipitation, it's not going to be very widespread, just like the showers up to the north. Otherwise, you can see much of the central and northern parts of the country dry, where the heat and humidity is in the southeastern part of the country, and also some moisture in the southwestern part of the country. An early monsoon-type weather pattern shaping up as moisture comes in off the Gulf of Mexico and then rides up into the mountains and causes showers and thunderstorms in the central and southern Rockies. But around here, notice dry conditions, just that trough of low pressure generating a few showers up to the north. Temperatures Still in the 50s up toward Rhinelander where there's a little more cloud cover, but where there's sunshine, temperatures are mainly in the mid to upper 70s. Those dew point temperatures, again, mainly in the 40s, even some upper 30s in northern portions of Minnesota. It'll be a cool night up there tonight, but skies will be mostly clear. Look for bright sunshine during the day tomorrow, high temperatures in the mid 70s. The next weather system, perhaps bringing a few showers and thunderstorms up in the northern part of the state early on Tuesday morning. Our chances will come Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night, but they'll favor mainly central and northeastern portions of the state. They'll move on through pretty quickly, and then as we head into the day on Wednesday, things will dry out. There is an outside chance for a strong to severe thunderstorm on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, the main threat being gusty winds and hail. For tomorrow, lots of sunshine, another very mild day with a high temperature of 77. Rainfall amounts from the rain Tuesday night into Wednesday, again, very spotty. Most areas less than 1/10 of an inch unless you get caught under a heavier thunderstorm. Temperatures back in the mid to upper 80s by Wednesday and Thursday. Thunderstorm chances probably highest Thursday night, but then after that, notice how those temperatures drop off a little bit into the lower 80s, but the sun comes out and it looks like a really nice 4th of July weekend. Mid 80s for the 4th of July itself, but the humidity is still down. As more humidity arrives, we'll see some thunderstorm chances after the 4th.
Yeah, I was looking at the 4th too because I know the Mallards like to have their 4th of July fireworks, and I'm hoping, you know, everything looks good for them as well.
Yeah, the whole weekend looks nice.
Perfect. All right. Thanks so much, Gary. The Brewers break out the bats at American Family Field this afternoon. Highlights from the rubber match coming up next in sports.
Well, it gives you a feeling of security that you know you can trust these people. You can trust what they say. If they say they're going to come on a certain day at a certain time, you know, they do it.
Do like thousands of other folks and make the call to Mad City Windows. A+ rated with the BBB in several colors and styles to choose from. Champagne, bronze, and forest green, all backed with a lifetime warranty. We're just a click away at MadCityWindows.com. Now's the time to act during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of new windows, 60 months zero interest, senior and military discounts, and a $60 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate, plus the bonus. Call during this program and receive $250 in Mad City cash towards future purchases. From Madison in South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. Here's that number again, 608-338-1616.
I'm Tim Michaels. My company was building the Keystone Pipeline, but then Joe Biden canceled it, afraid to offend liberals. Biden killed hundreds of jobs, sent gas prices way up, making everything more expensive. Only a career politician could make such a mess of things. I'm Tim Michaels. Liberals like Biden and Tony Evers are destroying our economy, and the hardworking people of Wisconsin, they're paying the price. As governor, I'll fight to make sure you keep more of your money, and I don't care who I offend to do it.
A dream is the spark of greatness, but it's nothing without drive.
Now shine on, 'cause we're made from the stars.
Introducing the all-new Honda HR-V. With impressive sporty style, inside and out. From the brand owners are calling most fun to drive. Honda, the power of dreams.
Life in the 608 is all about how you live it, and there's plenty of inspiration.
This is just an idea that I rolled with.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind.
Who's the evil twin?
Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
My motto is, be the change you want to see in the world.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Brewers make some roster moves ahead of the series finale with the Blue Jays. Hunter Renfroe has put on the 10-day IL with a calf strain, so the Brewers would have to rely on other power hitters for this afternoon's rubber match. Flexing the bats first is Toronto. Alejandro Kirk opens up scoring with a 3-run shot in the first inning. But here comes the rally led by former Blue Jay Rowdy Tellez. He goes two-spot, 2-run homer for the Brewers, and that puts them on the board. While it's tied up in the second, the Crew's offense just keeps rolling. Tellez, he's back at the plate for more. Another 2-run homer. That makes it 8-3. The Brewers, of course, win this one. They win the series and are back atop the NL Central. In the Northwoods League, Mallards finishing up their homestand with the finale against the Jackrabbits. Madison trying to go for that sweep, but right now they trail in the 6th inning. Next up for Madison is a 4-game set with the Rockford Rivets. That begins tomorrow on the road. And in the minor leagues, Beloit Skycarp wrap up its 6-game stretch with the Lugnuts, winning 11-zip this afternoon. Zach King earns the win behind a 7-inning performance with 11 strikeouts. At the plate, 3 different batters went 3 for 5. The Skycarp are 500 on the season. Final round of the LPGA Championship, and the race to win it all was a close one. It comes down to the final holes, but In-Ji Chun edges Lexi Thompson to win her 3rd major, her first in 6 years. Thompson and Chun are tied atop the board heading into 17. Thompson with a couple of opportunities down the stretch, but she misses for par, then misses a birdie on 18, which actually would have tied it up again. That allows Chun to win the Women's PGA Championship at 5 under overall. And Game 6 of the Stanley Cup playoffs is tonight. Colorado needs one more to win it all. The Lightning hoping to tie it up so they can have the best words in all of sports to make that happen at Game 7, but not trying to get ahead of ourselves. The series is back in Tampa tonight, where the Lightning have gone 8-2 during their playoff run. Puck drops at 7. We're going to have more tonight at 10.
Gosh, the Stanley Cup Finals is always great, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's always exciting when you have former Badgers playing it. Yeah, so, you know, Ryan McDonough and Brian Elliott. So maybe the Lightning can do it tonight, and then we get a Game 7.
Yeah, like you said, they're so tough at home.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'm hoping. Let's go. One more.
Fingers crossed. There we go.
Thanks, Jordan. We're going to be right back.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
For high-performance windows that block outside noise, call Mad City, your home for exclusive Eco Sky windows featuring sky mirror technology and built-in weather barriers. And be sure to ask about the grid designs inside the glass for easy cleaning. Check us out at madcitywindows.com. Your friends and neighbors are calling in. Don't you miss out. Call now during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of new windows, 60 months, 0 interest, senior and military discounts, and a $60 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate, plus a bonus. Last chance in this program to call to receive $250 in Mad City cash towards future home improvements. From Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-338-1616. Here's that number again, 608-338-1616.
Tired of millionaires in the Senate like Ron Johnson, who only look out for the rich and powerful? Mandela Barnes will be a voice for hard-working middle-class families. As the son of a teacher and a third-shift factory worker, he gets it. He'll make the big corporations and the rich pay their fair share and lower middle-class taxes to make things more affordable for us. Mandela Barnes knows it's about the middle class, not the millionaires. Courageous Leaders PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Gary, how we looking?
Very nice out there. Skies are sunny. The live view from the Edgewater Skycam, or actually the WISC Skycam. How about that? Lots of sunshine out there. The only rain up in the far northern parts of the state. Southern Wisconsin dry right now, and it'll stay that way for a while. 73 the current temperature in Madison, still 79 in Janesville. Most areas lower 70s, but with those dew points in the mid-40s to around 50, very comfortable. Look for a low of 53 overnight. High tomorrow, 77, lots of sun.
All right, we're going to take that sun. Thanks, Gary, and thanks so much for joining us.